This is iPhone 11. A smartphone I've been around for 4 years, but is it worth it in 2024? Let's find out. We're testing this phone build quality and looking at the performance, camera and hardware. Firstly, to start this off, this has a dual camera system with 12 megapixel wide lens and 12 megapixel ultra wide lens. These are the 6.1 inch liquid retina IPS LCD display, capable of 625 nits with scratch resistance. It also comes with a stereo speaker, no headphone jack, 4GB of RAM, 18-watt charging and wireless charging. The value you're getting from this phone is so superb when you really think of it. It's more spec than most budget phones you see at this price range in 2023 and 2024. Now let's start this review by talking about the phone design and build quality. And you might have seen videos talking about why people should not buy any iPhone lower than iPhone 12.
If you're ever buying something slightly older, like the iPhone 12 or the 12 Pro or 12 Pro Max, I'd say maybe don't do it. It's because at this point, those phones are significantly older.
Yes. I'm going to say the truth. The main reason why people say don't buy any iPhone lower than iPhone 12 is because of the battery. Obviously, battery have degraded from its long lifespan of living, which I'll say leads us to the aspect, or will I say meme, where people joke about how bad the iPhone battery is. The truth is, many people who have iPhone, except from the ultra rich ones, use either iPhone 7, 8, X or XR. And that this phone data as far back as 5 to 6 years ago. Obviously, the battery have degraded from this long span of time, making the battery of the iPhone weaker. But the solution to this, just get the power bank. Many people nowadays carry power bank everywhere. They're not that expensive. You can get the quality one for 5k to 10k or $5. Moving on, the build quality of this phone is very strong and premium. The 11 has a glass front and glass back, which is made out of Corning toughened glass with an aluminum frame. The combination of these materials gives the iPhone 11 a premium feel while maintaining durability. The use of glass allows for features like MagSafe for wireless charging, which is simply there are two magnetic coils, one inside the phone and one outside the phone, which is connected to a power source, which through the use of magnets snaps into the phone, creating a magnetic field in which power can be transferred wirelessly, creating wireless charging. And this term is called electromagnetic induction. I know all this sounds so technical and I just took you to a short physics class, but now you know how wireless charging works. Okay, now let's continue. The aluminum frame adds structural integrity to the device. But keep it in mind, though the iPhone 11 is well built, but it's also advisable to put a protective case for added durability and to prevent potential damage. I know you might be wondering, is it not waterproof? But the truth is, it's somehow like and the iPhone 11 has the IP68 rating, indicating this is water and dust resistant, which means it can survive being dumped in up to 2 meters of water for 30 minutes. While it not being fully waterproof, the IP68 rating truly adds a level of water resistance for everyday scenarios, making it more resistant to accidental splashes or jumping into water. And the back is also glass, and when this phone falls, the inside of it breaks, which makes the phone look so ugly. So really, you really need to get the case. Truth be said, since the back is made out of glass, it really catches a lot of fingerprints. Now let's talk about the exterior designs, one of the strengths of this iPhone, and pretty much any iPhone. With that iconic attention to detail most Apple products have, that makes you feel like it's really worth it. And I've never met anybody that says the iPhone looks ugly. Even the biggest Android fans that hate Apple are not going to deny that the iPhones are fine specimens. And the iPhone 11 comes in many colors: black, blue, green, yellow, and so much more. And one I have with me is the black one. And this black is really black because if you're in a dark room, the thing blends so much in with the dark space. I started pressing the back of the phone thinking it was a screen because it was so dark. So I'm talking from experience. Generally, the iPhone 11 design and build quality are very great for this price. And you can still compare this 5 years old phone with budget phone of today and you still see great quality, because this is
that old thing.
Good. And the next most important thing aside the build design and build quality, the thing I'm majorly focusing on, the display. As I said before, the iPhone 11 features a 6.1 inch liquid retina IPS LCD display. Wow, that's a mouthful. And with a resolution of 1792 by 828 pixels, capable of reaching 625 nits. To be honest, I was really surprised when I heard the screen of the iPhone 11 was an LCD screen, because unlike other LCD on budget phones in 2023, this feels more clear, nice to touch and great haptics. This almost feels like an OLED screen. And the display of the iPhone 11 is also known to have good color accuracy and true tone, but not compared to OLED screens. And the color accuracy provides vibrant colors and true to life colors on this display, and this makes for an overall great visual experience. And if you look at the screens, where Apple pays serious attention into the screen color calibration to provide accurate colors on content. The True Tone feature adjusts the brightness level according to the lighting that is touching the screen. The screen also adapts to color temperature of the environment, reducing eye strain and creating a more natural viewing experience. And the screen is a great choice if you want to watch awesome content on a budget display. And also playing games. Speaking of games, the frame per second on the screen is 60 Hz. I know some budget smartphones of 2023 offer higher refresh rates such as 90 Hz and 120 Hz. And the iPhone 6 display is still considered good for everyday tasks. And another thing great about these screens are the bezels. The bezels look so small. The bezels are great and evenly trimmed at both sides, making this phone have a lot of screen. And there's another thing, which I'll say is the meme central of the old iPhones, the notch. For some of you who might not know it, the notch is that big rectangular thing that holds the camera in old iPhones like iPhone 10, 11, 12, 13. In more understandable words, the notch is a small cutout in the top of your screen, which consists of front-facing camera, Face ID sensors, proximity sensor, ambient light sensor, speaker, and microphone. And I'll get into all of that very soon. And the notch isn't really that bad when you start to get used to it. This is a great tip. Personally, I use the notch to separate between the notification bar and the control center. That's a great tip. You can also use it, so the notch isn't that bad. It's actually very useful. And to come to conclusion, the display of this iPhone is very great and such a no-brainer when you really think of it, because you're getting this phone at a budget-friendly price and you're getting flagship level of quality. This display is truly a no-brainer. Really think of it, the display is the second in the no-brainer features of the phone, and the first is the camera. As I said before, this has a dual camera system with 12 megapixel wide lens and 12 megapixel ultra wide lens, no zoom lens. But you still have your average zoom due to the cropping of the 12 megapixel main camera footage. And the camera is very good and you really enjoy the footage taken by this camera. The image looks nice, fresh and crispy, and not unlike the TechReview.l 10C, which sometimes brings grayness. The image on the camera are crystal clear and good in quality, and that attention to detail. The ultra wide lens is also pretty great at taking photos too, but it doesn't allow more light like the main camera does, but it's still good. I'll talk about every feature this camera has, but let's start off by talking about the photos. Camera shots and portrait shots. These take great shots and photos which look good, and the photos don't look washed out like some budget cameras look like nowadays, which is good. Now let's go to portrait mode. This take great portraits with the background well separated from the subject, and the blur looks good, but you can also adjust this by yourself to the one that suits you the most. Now to the front facing camera, which take great shots, both normal and good portrait. And now let's talk about the night shots. The night shots look great and pretty good, and the night mode feature is also pretty cool and doesn't have much image noise. Now let's move on to video, which are not that easy to make. Anyway, this phone shoots videos at 720p 30 fps, 1080p 30 fps and 60 fps, and 4K at 24 fps, 30 fps and 60 fps. The videos look good and great here. Here are some samples and video recording which will test the quality and audio. This is video recording quality of the iPhone 11. Better with more light when you're more exposed to light, and you can't really hear background noise because I'm in a quiet space. And this is audio and video quality. Comment down what you think about it. Those are sample of video recordings from the iPhone 11. Now onto the back facing camera, which is really very good, and you can rate it yourself, because here's the plot twist. That's actually what I'm using to record this video from the beginning. So what do you think about the camera? I'm recording in 4K 24 fps without a live mic. You can't really hear background noise because I'm actually in a quiet place. So this is the quality of the camera and the audio quality. But here's how it truly sounds like without me editing the sound. So what do you think? A little bit of echo because this place is just a free room. So what do you really think? The audio quality is average and not that bad. But now let's move on to talk about other features. We're talking about slow-mo. The audio quality isn't really that bad and is average. But now let's move on. We're talking about slow-mo or slow feed, whatever you like to call it. But the slow feed is pretty slow and average. But this phone doesn't record slow feed videos in 4K. It just records it only in HD. Here's a sample of video recording on slow-mo. This is it. You can comment down the quality. It's pretty good and average. I'll give it a solid 7.5 over 10 because I've seen better. Why did I go to 7.5 over 10? Moving on, the camera is pretty cool and great. The next thing I'll release to be testing is the battery, which is surprisingly not that bad. The basic thing you need to know, this can charge from 0 to 100 in 2 hours, and it can last you 10 to 20 hours. Mostly 15 hours, but this can last you a full day, depends on your screen time. and my screen time is about 5 hours a day, so it truly lasts long for me. And comment down, what is your own screen time? Speaking of time, I've been wearing this for so long, and the weather is hot. That's a relief. And if you're enjoying this video, a sub to channel will be awesome. iPhone 11 stands out to exceptional overall performance, delivering a smooth and responsive user experience over various stacks. I really think of it, the performance is truly capable in handling demanding games, multitasking, and various stacks. iPhone 11 is the A13 Bionic chip, Apple 3rd generation neural engine. The chip not only ensures high-speed performance but also enables efficient energy consumption. Coupled with 4GB of RAM, the iPhone 11 excels in providing a seamless and lag-free user interface. And it plays COD mobile in medium graphics and high frame rates. And the gameplay is smooth, but not to the level of flagship gaming. But generally speaking, it has a great performance. And the combination of the A13 Bionic chip and 4GB of RAM, it provides seamless multitasking. Users can effectively switch between apps, and background processes run seamlessly without compromising performance. In essence, the iPhone 11's stellar performance, driven by the A13 Bionic chip and thoughtful hardware integration, contributes to its reputation as an high-performing phone and a reliable device in the smartphone landscape. Now moving on to software. Not much to say here. This is available in iOS 17, which is great and has good user experience, and Apple really pay good attention to detail, and Siri is still what just people use to set timer. The iPhone 11 incorporates Face ID, facial recognition technology, providing a secure and convenient method for unlocking the device and authorizing transactions. This feature adds a layer of privacy and ease of use. The Face ID isn't like others. This actually recognizes you if you put a beard on or in dark places. This is a great biometric security feature to have. Equipped with stereo speakers, the iPhone 11 delivers an immersive audio experience, whether you are watching videos, playing games, or listening to the music. The stereo speakers contribute to rich and dynamic sound quality. Here's a sound test. The audio is pretty good. Now for my final conclusion, this phone a W or an L. From perspective, this phone is a big W because this phone feels more like an experience to me more than a gadget, in which most mind-blowing techs feel like to me. But the disadvantage of this 5-year-old phone is the battery. Because my job is going through YouTube shorts and then phone is around 84%, but next 20 minutes is around 60%, which is really annoying. And again, if you're not satisfied with the battery experience, you can just get a power bank. I'll drop a link in the description for a cheap and quality power bank. So would I advise someone to buy it? Probably yes. As I said, this is a great phone to have for this price. And if you want to get this phone, please check the link in the description, and beware, there are plenty fake iPhone 11 clones outside. For the iPhone 8s, if you're wondering why somebody spend 200k buying a 5 years old iPhone instead of a new phone, check this video right here. About twice everybody buying an iPhone. My name is TN Tech 13 Gamer. Thank you all for watching. Happy Valentine and peace. Wait, bring it close. Man is too far. Peace.